I was injured when I was 7. I had an accident which injured my eye. I ended up having to have surgery to try to repair it. Unfortunately, after that surgery, I developed an infection in my eye which led to glaucoma. We were able to save the eye, but I lost my vision in it. The doctors really advised me to stay away from sports that could cause problems for my good eye. So if I took any kind of a headshot or got hit, it could detach the retina in my good eye. In my 30s, I ended up having to have the eye removed and a prosthetic eye put in. I started running for fun and exercise. Did my first half marathon when I was 46. Really started enjoying running and set a goal to run 1 marathon to check it off the bucket list. And I did that. Set out to run a second one, which eventually led to a 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th marathon. Had set a goal for myself that when I turned 50, I wanted to run the Boston Marathon and do a full Ironman in the same year. We had planned for 9 months to go to Boston. We're actually supposed to depart on Thursday morning, and at 2 o'clock that morning, I got a call from my mom that my dad was in ICU. So we rushed to the hospital. We realized it was pretty serious and it was not going well. Unfortunately, about 24 hours later on Friday morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, my dad passed away. And I had made the decision that I was going to cancel my plans to go to Boston. My mom, she was very proud. My dad was proud of the hard work that I'd put in, and she said that absolutely I needed to go, and my dad would want me to. Wasn't my best race. It was pretty emotional and I was pretty exhausted, but I ran it, and I crossed the finish line, and it was an unbelievable experience to do that, knowing my dad was there with me and he was rooting me on. I set out to do an Ironman. Through that process, I met a young man named Michael Supple. And Michael has a really tough disease. It's a rare form of muscular dystrophy, and he's in a fight for his life. Michael was a healthy young man, was playing baseball, soccer, and playing other sports, and gradually the disease had forced him to where he wasn't able to play sports, and then eventually, it's got him into a wheelchair because of the way that it attacks his body. He was going to have 2 steel rods put in his spine because his spine had curved so badly that he really couldn't sit up in the wheelchair anymore. It was over 12-hour surgery this past Wednesday, and he's doing awesome. He continues to fight. He's been an inspiration to me because at 14 years old, he's fighting harder than any of us. And so I made a decision that we would dedicate this Ironman to him and his family. He sent me a note saying he beat me. He is an Ironman before I am an Ironman because he's got steel inside of him. There'll be a lot going through my mind. Obviously for him, to celebrate that he made it through his big challenges and I've made it through mine, and we're going to fight for him. He's an unbelievable spirit, got a great attitude, and he is truly an Ironman.